Sup, guys? Have you been? Oh, this feels like a bad position. Eternal. Jeez. I'm beat up, guys. Fucking. How many years? Okay, I'm 28. Dude, almost 12 fucking years. 12 years this November of combat sports and martial arts. Dude, like, I know it's been on and off, but still, all that shit combined with being fat. Some of you old school guys remember when I was really fat and my weight goes up and down. But that ain't I'm in shape from now on, guys. I'm never letting that shit go. I don't care if I get imprisoned in a magical tower. I'll do 1,000 push-ups and squats a day to keep my gains, you know. And we know that works, but it's just most people don't want to go down that route. That's gonna be hard to do. That's gonna be hard to maintain. Ideally, you do it throughout the day, you know. Today we got Beethoven. He's our guest. Well, not really. He doesn't talk much. But I can't ask him questions. So, leave questions in the comments for Beethoven. I'm serious, by the way. Ask questions from Beethoven. What can I say? I went back to practice. I've been fucking up, guys. Seriously fucking up. I haven't been going to practice. And just, like, no, I want to get stronger. Maybe if I take a couple months off and just keep doing deadlifts, I'll show up at the gym and just kill everyone. Well, stronger than I've ever been. And it's always great that I'm actually glad that I've taken these breaks from fucking training and just kept lifting, because not only am I able to observe like the strength as in direct application to wrestling, and there's two different things I'm talking about here, two very different things. The upper body strength to push and pull on guys and grip. And then obviously enough ankle and hip flexor and you know, glute, ham, quad strength. And core, obviously, to be able to move around and do all the movements. It used to be I had to move, I basically moved fine, but I moved a little funny on some things because I was fat, you know? But now I can move very smooth. Everything's strong. The next step is my core. I have to work on my core. I can feel it, definitely. Little things need to be just filled in, you know? Little weaknesses. I think a little bit more tricep work is necessary. A lot of core. And the fuck, oh yeah, hip flexor, and a little bit more ankles. I'm fucking around with a little bit of that ATG stuff, like knees over toes guy. But obviously I'm doing my 3 sets of 10 ass to the grass on squats, because my linear progression is fucking over, guys. It really is. I think it was over for a while on squat, but then when I started deadlifting, it was like, oh, my LP's back, and I could probably still progress on deadlift, and maybe I should still do my fives, maybe something I'll do, but those weaknesses have to be addressed. It's mainly core and hips. Those are really the important ones. I can feel it. Even on push-ups, I can feel it. On push-ups, with the push-up grip, I can feel my core failing way before, everything, my trunk, my spinal erectors, I can feel those failing and crumbling. The thoracic spine starts collapsing way before my arms and chest and shoulders are tired. I could do like 1,000,000 push-ups, you know what I mean? Especially with no grip. Regular range of motion, just pop, 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 pop. All day, dude. All day, baby. Oh, yeah. And it's not from doing a lot of push-ups. It's from getting stronger. And of course, I built a base with push-ups before getting back in the gym. So it makes sense. Sets of 10, sets of 20, and now I'm jacked. So, I mean, I'm bear mode, but I'm orc mode, but I'm jacked, So, I discovered the hip flexor weakness because everything feels very explosive. Everything feels so good, guys. So good. I went into the weight room there, and there's always some fucking bullshit going on in the weight room. These Armenians just can't handle being a human being. They can't handle normal social interaction, a lot of them, And I'm generalizing here, but I have a rule that one dude is going to be a dick. And I'm pulling 3 plates, right? On the trap bar. I'm repping it, right? And I knew it. This dude came up to me and told me to stop slamming the weights. And he was cool about it, but it was this skinny dude. It's like, come on, man. Come on. I'm supposed to believe you're not a hater? Oh, excuse me, Mr. Giant Strong Dude. Please stop being stronger than me. Get prepared, guys. I've showed you the way. I have showed you the way. It's not the bench, squat, and deadlift. It's the bench, squat, press, and lat pull down or pull up. That's it. That's the secret, guys. That's how you get jacked. It's not how you get jacked. It's how you get the aesthetic look. I never thought I'd have I have like a V taper, guys, from the back now. Especially when I recomp more and more, dude, it fucking jacked, bro. I felt great. It felt so light. It was kind of weird. It was so light, dude. It was like pulling nothing. It was kind of surreal experience. How light it felt. The hip flexors were exposed when we started shooting. Where you take your shot with your leg, bop, 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 and then you pop back up on the other leg. And I realized, I think my hip flexor's weak. And luckily, I just started doing ass to the grass, knees well over toes, lunges. And tonight pretty much confirmed how important that is. And I started doing that. I kind of knew that was what was going on from months ago from the shooting. But also, I ran hills, and my hip hurt for like a week. I don't have any hip pain, guys. So it was like, okay, my hip flexors must be absolutely terrible. And then I was listening to a podcast with, I believe, Dave Tate, Elite FTS, and he was talking about you'll run some hills and you'll know you're fucked up. You'll know your hip flexors are weak. Might have been Jim Wendler, the guest, the 531 inventor or writer of the program. But it felt great to finally get back in the gym, guys. Let's be real. I feel like a spoiled brat. I really do. And I was very grateful to get back on the horse and, don't trip. Just get back in there. And I got a toe hold and I got a top wrist lock. Who cares, right? But then I got I was very excited. I started working on some catch wrestling shit. Well, obviously, that's what I do. The Nelson, the 3/4 Nelson. And I started choking him out with that before it even cinched in. I didn't even sprawl, which cinches it in, the catch wrestling Billy Robinson way. It looks more, it is basically a Darce, but it definitely looks more like just a regular Nelson, and then before I know it, you're choking them out. You know. Fucking A, guys. What the fuck, man? I don't know. You know, at this point, I'm just fucking shit posting. You know, I really am. I don't care anymore. But I also feel like if I just stop, I'm an asshole. It's like, bruh, get in there, bruh. Follow your dreams. Keep training and keep posting fucking radio shows. Which, I don't know. Hope you guys like my jokes. And you guys like the jokes? I like the jokes. I think the jokes are great. Something happened at practice today. There was a lot of interactions. It was just... I think I need to get out more or something. But there just seemed to be a lot of wacky parts to the... Because... First of all, I did the 3 plates, and the guy came up, and he's like, careful. And then, I walked in, and there was this insanely hot Asian chick with a nice body, and she was sitting there. I'm like, great. But she was sitting where I wanted to sit. And so I went ahead and sat down, like, pretty close to her, right? And she... like that, flick, flick, flick. And you know me, guys, I paid no attention. I'm a Christian. So I'm like, great, this secular chick who's insanely hot and Asian, probably Japanese. Most of the chicks you meet in martial arts are fucking Japanese for some reason. Some Korean. Never met a Chinese chick in fucking martial arts ever. We always, kung fu. I've never met one. And I'm like, all right, well, she's trying to get attention, but I just need to sit here and wait till practice starts. And then she turns to me. Didn't I see you in judo practice? And I go, no, I never do judo. I did 1 gi class. I was like, God, I don't know. That's all I said. And then she goes, oh, well, never mind. I mean, you could say that, like, I didn't understand what was going on, but I did. It's just that I can't partake, guys, and it's terrible. I get chicks talking to me all the time in public now. It's like they can... I think women can smell muscle mass. I swear to God. It doesn't matter if I'm wearing a shirt that shows my arms or whether I'm wearing this. They talk to me now. They're like, and and it's always nonsense. They're just trying to strike it up. I don't know, and they don't want to be too obvious. It's not like, hey, you're handsome, or, you know, hey, you're tall and jacked. You look like dollar store Chris Pratt or something. I think I'd be a good dollar store Chris Pratt, you know. Maybe El Super, El Frijolero. Do I look like a handsome, like super white Hispanic guy, you know? Like a super white dude named Alfredo Gonzalez or something. Fernando Fernandez. I think I could do that. I could be like and I would claim to be from Hispania. I am Seneca from Hispania. But let's end this with the final interaction. No, I who cares? I met a cool dude in practice and we rolled a bunch. Good partner, but I've really been. It's really interesting to me. Being in my own head so much, and sometimes I can become a recluse and be unsocialized, and I need to be like re-socialized, and I'm very much in my own head, and I view myself as a 14-year-old boy still, just a retard, right? Can't get up with the times. And then these things happen. Like, I think like, oh, I'm not strong, I'm not good at grappling, or I'm not cool, or I'm not handsome, and then all these chicks talking to me, and then, but I can't fuck them, so it still feels not as great. And then this fucking kid came up to me, this fucking 15-year-old pipsqueak, you know. I was in the locker room, and he was like, hey, how do I want to wrestle, can you give me some, how do I join wrestling? And it made me realize like how important it is to set a good example. I'm like, dude, like all this stuff is a pigment of my imagination. And here I am setting an example for younger guys. You know, they see me training hard. I'm a big guy, and they can see me interacting with people, and I'm very friendly. So a big, strong guy who's friendly, that's pretty cool, right? You can go ask him about stuff. So I like being approachable because that stuff's important. And he sounded, you know, hey, you know, but I'm flattered that kids will, you know, talk to me and want advice or whatever. I just told him, dude, join it. It's like a class. You just talk to your counselor, your guidance counselor or whatever, and you just sign up. And just saved his life. Wrestling will make you a man and make you 10 times what you could be if you just go through high school. If you wrestle 4 years, you're a different person than if you just went through high school. Even if you played high school ball, and I know high school ball is sacred, don't get me wrong, but wrestling is different. It's primitive. It's not abstract at all. It's very natural. Anyway, it's flattering that the hottest chicks will just come up and start talking to me, and that, you know, my training partners all complimented me, and the kids asked me for advice. It's very, not flattering, it's humbling, you know. And humbling is such a strange feeling. Like genuine being humbled by something. It's satisfying, but it's also this kind of like, this feeling of responsibility. Like maybe I need to carry myself better. Well, apparently not. Maybe what I'm saying is I should probably look at myself better, you know? Because it's like I put my nose down and just worked out and changed my life, changed my physique forever, basically. And people respect that, I guess. That's cool. I respect that, you know, someone who does it naturally. Well, that's all I have to say for today, guys. I hope it's been informative. Set a good example, guys. And be cool.